So let's start today's teaching. Sorry, last week I out of the temple, so I closed. Yeah. There is the one time we didn't give the teaching, but still we should move on. It's 69, right? 69. We almost done this Manjushri named Sakiti. We give teaching on this sutra, or we can call Tantra, for almost 2 years. Because this topic is too high and it's a conclusion or including all of these tantras, mantras, and sutras together. Yeah, because the Manjushri is the Bodhisattva who in charge of all the vision. So his teaching is the main part of Buddhism. We can say Buddhism can be divided into, I'm sorry, I used this word. Yeah, this is our human nature, so we divided everything. Yeah, we divided, no way. So, yes, some ancestors divided 2 parts of this teaching. And at the same time, they divided 3 branches of the Buddhism. Yeah, one is source, like language is Bali, so it's spoken Bali when we chanting. It's representative as the Sri Lanka Bali or Thailand Bali. Yeah, or some Thai. Yeah, most some monastery they speak Thai, but some ancient still speak Bali when they chanting. Yeah, even in Thailand or even in some Myanmar, such as this. Yeah, this is the source one. None of it's the north one. This including the China, the Korea, and Japan. They speak Chinese. They write Chinese for the sutra. They speak Chinese. Even for the Japanese monk or for the Korean monk, they speak Chinese when they chanting. So that we call Mahayana. Or we speak the Tibetan for the Vajrayana. Even we are Mongolian monk, Lama, we speak Tibetan. Or we are Tibetan, or we half Tibetan, or we born in Western area, but still we should chanting those tantras in Tibetan languages. So this is a character of human nature. We divided something like this one. It's sad, but it's the truth. But what I say is not those branches. What I say is the Buddhism teaching. We divided into, actually some ancestors divided into 2 parts. One is represented by the Manjushri. We call emptiness. We translate as emptiness, but as the scholar labeled as the Prajna Paramita. So the Prajna Paramita school is represented by Manjushri and by this teaching, Manjushri named Sakiti. So this teaching is the including of all the Prajna Paramita teaching together. So representative by this. Another, on the opposite, another school somebody called Yoga school. Yeah, according to the name from ancient India, we call Yoga school. Actually, they represented by the Bodhisattva Maitreya. No, Maitreya? Yeah, everybody believes in Maitreya, right? Even the Westerner. So they represented by the Bodhisattva Maitreya, but not Buddha Maitreya. It's true. We believe in now the Maitreya still living in the heaven as a Bodhisattva, as the Buddha ready. Is that correct? Buddha is ready, right? So maybe after, I forgot, maybe 12 million or 1.2 million, 1.2 billion, it should be, years, he will incarnate in this earth and to be the next coming Buddha, so the Maitreya. His teaching we call Yoga school. Actually, we are all Buddhism, but still there is some tiny differences. still some kind of differences. But I believe in of course, all believe in the Buddha. But from the practice method, we believe in the Manjushri's method. So we call Prajna Paramita school. We believe in those things did not exist permanently. And this is the things we saw it, or we hear, or we can touch. And beyond this, even the Dharma itself cannot exist permanently. What is the things can permanently exist is the law of this Paramita. That means the emptiness is the king. Because everything, everyone, we exist. We say each other, we call ourselves Jiang Yang or Tanya or Stephen, Kevin, and like this, just because there's other body besides. We hang on with other body, right? If the world just remain just one guy, I'm not that lucky guy. Maybe another one is a lucky guy. He's the remainder of the whole world. There's no need to call himself somebody or some name or some label, because no one can recognize this label, right? The things it is. Because the self-ego of I can exist just with the condition of others. If there's no others, the self-ego of I does not exist. So, furthermore, we can get a conclusion by the logic, that is, if we all merge into the Buddhahood, so everybody is the Buddha, there's no one else, right? So, further, we can get a conclusion that actually we are already a Buddha, at least in our mind. So we call Buddha nature in our mind. Like Jesus Christ said in the Bible, right? You are the God itself, himself. But no one can believe in it, because we think ourselves a dirty guy. We're full of dirty thinking. And the body is not so pure. It's not so clean. You have to go to washroom. We have to eat. We have to get what blah, 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 everything desire. So we believing we not the God so pure. We not the Buddha so pure. So we believing we are just human. And even the label of human, there's a lot of levels. There's a king, there's a minister, there's a beggar, there's a billionaire, there's a millionaire, and like this. Still, we try to divine. We try to diversify, right? Yeah, this is a human nature. But the human nature is on the counterpart of Buddha nature. Just because of human nature, we cannot walk into the final destination of Buddhahood. So I believe in the Buddhism is a philosophy, like first time we discussed, right? Yeah, this is a philosophy. It's not just some kind of believing, some kind of religions, because they don't believe in this world has a specific creator to create this world. It's complicit, but actually we accept that this world have a God. This world have a human. This world have animal. Even this world have some ghost. Yeah, maybe that ordinary eyesight, you cannot see it. You cannot touch it, but you can feel sometimes. Right? Yeah, for us religions guy, we can always feel it, or even, some kind of communicate. Yeah. But we accept it. It's not, we accept the fate that we were created by some guy. Why we have this existence? Because of the law of karma, right? Because we done something not so good. So when the last life ended, we got incarnation. We cannot be born in the heaven as the God, even the tiny God, with 50,000 years life. we just get this ugly human body with it's 100, and even 100 is a lucky figure for not for everybody, right? You should be a very rich guy. You should be a lot of things you can get, and you have some man to serve you. Maybe you can get 100 years. Some people, I have a friend in China. He's works so hard. At 40, he'd be a branch chief of a very large bank. He's a rich guy. Have a Porsche, a luxury Porsche, not this one, not in the Canada Porsche, because the Chinese is so luxury. It's so maybe it's 3 billion, something like this, RMB. Still, they got this car for only half a year. He got a beautiful wife and daughter, and everything apartment, luxury, and it's gone. She earned several million yuan, but there's no time to expend it at all. It just got past. This is the truth that our level of human is not so high compared with the God. So accept the existence of God. But we didn't accept the God is the creator of us. We accept the truth that we, as the human, labeled as Jiang Yang or whatever it is you call, it's just because my karma. So why I should work very hard in Dharma practice, day and night, I never quit. I don't want to waste even a minute. Why? Because I know it's so urgent. Now I'm almost 40. If I cannot work so hard, there's still some karma involved. So next generation is not so lucky, right? This generation is so. We are not so lucky to reborn as a God, but still we have humans. It's precious. We can practice Dharma. We can know the ideas, how to clean the karma, and how to improve our life existence level. But if we cannot work very hard, we may pass, there's some karma involved. Maybe next time not so lucky, reborn as human. Maybe reborn as a little rabbit. And that rabbit is not so lucky, hang on with the temple. There's no food for Donnie. So, these 6 realms, even for the gods, there's a tiny one, there's a Mahavan, bigger God. According to our tradition, we call Indra. Indra means the king of the god, the king of king, Indra. There's the Vajra, hold, Indra. Like the king, right? But still, people falling down. So he pay their respect to Buddha and the sphere to be a Buddha protector. So the God still need to get refugee from Buddha himself. Why? Not just because Buddha is stronger than him, no. Just because Buddha got the truth. So those God will show respect, like to the guru, to the teacher. So get the teaching from Buddha. And sphere to protect Buddha or the student of Buddha, like us. So we can say the truth is the most important things compared with the power, compared with the charming face, a luxury house, or whatever you have, the money, such as this. The truth is the most important things. And we said the truth is a vision. So that's why our temple named as 5 Vision Temple. Why? Because we believe in the Manjushri. The main deity is the Manjushri. Manjushri is this life. Manjushri get appearance of Bodhisattvas, but actually he's the teacher of all Buddhas. So he's an old Buddha, we call ancient Buddha. But he has a young face. Why? Because, I'll give you some teaching about it. Manjushri have 3 characters. The ordinary speaking, from some Mahayana teacher or some, other school teaching, they said Manjushri is one sword, one book, right? This sword we call wisdom sword. And the book is the Prajna Paramita, the Heart Sutra. So that's a character of Manjushri. So that's why our yoga, the final part of yoga, there's the sword. The master how to play the sword. And Prajna Paramita is the emptiness. So we should chanting, right? Like I teach you at the fire puja, we always chanting this. Why? Because this is the mantra for the emptiness. When you chanting this, you can feel, maybe some guy feel a little bit dizzy. Why? Because it's like a powerful brush to clean us, to push us to the Buddhahood, to the Dharma Dhatu. So you can feel there's a little bit dizzy. You can feel what it is. It's kind of, you will pour out of this existence of this samsara world. So it's very, very powerful mantra. Actually, it's the king of mantra. Because this mantra is not pray for even one of those, or for each of those specific deities, or Buddha, or Bodhisattvas, protectors, angels. No. It is the mantra to call on directly on the emptiness. Subhavachyuta, Sarvadhamma, Subhavachyudohum means this world cannot exist permanently. Same law apply to the Dharma itself. Even the Dharma cannot exist permanently. What is can exist permanently? Just emptiness. So that's the meaning. Subhavachyuta, Sarvadhamma, Subhavachyudohum. Home means like eternal. Because there's a home in our heart sutra, in our heart chakras, sorry. There's a home. And when we chanting this, like the Buddha or Bodhisattvas, just to pour up. Actually, the home is the representative of Buddha nature. So we always say in the Rasva deities, like this, in the heart, there's a home, dark blue. When we chanting this, actually we pray, Buddha, please save us. How Buddha will hang on this home and pour it up to the Buddhahood. And then we get saved. Those one, we just leave it. It's a garbage, we just leave it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I use the garbage, there's different levels. Yeah, for water yana, it's not just the garbage. Yeah, even garbage, we can recycle it, right? We just recycled it. We use it. So we should transfer. How to transfer? Just by the yoga, just by the mantra, just by the meditation. Like I have told you yesterday, in the afternoon, we do the circulation, we discuss those dharma. How we can transfer those human body. So garbage, how can we recycle this? By 4 powers. One power is meditation power. Yeah, meditation power. So meditation is very, very important. It's the first one. Because when you do the meditation, you just go beyond the samsara world. You try to merge into the Sankhogakaya world. Or finally merge into the Dharma Dhatu, the Buddha nature world. It's very, very important. So you can get a power from this meditation. How? Just sit or walking or standing or lie down, whatever you want. Just get a peace in your mind and keep this beat. Keep this peace and thinking something. Yeah. For a Buddhist, we think in the Buddha. For the Catholic, you can think in your Jesus Christ or some angels like this. Yeah. I think that is the same. For me, it's the same. Then you will merge into their levels. So meditation is very important. It's first power. The second power is mantra. It's mantra. Mantra means I have give one capture just on the mantra, right? Mantra is 2 syllables. Man-tra. Right? It's different. Man is what? Man is just man. It's yourself, true nature of yourself, man. Tra means save, protect. Mantra means save my life, save my heart from this entire world. Yeah. So mantra means I call a God, or I call an angel, or I call a bodhisattvas, I call a Buddha to save us, to save me, and save all beings. First, maybe to the heaven, and then to the Buddhahood. This mantra. So mantra also very, very, very powerful. So we're always chanting. So it's better to combine them together. When you do the meditation, you chanting. Right? Why? I can give you the reason. Because when you do the meditate, everybody know it if you do meditate. Right, Steve? And when you do it, there's something just happened. You cannot control it. When you say it, now I do meditate. When you sit down, then, oh my goodness, I forgot. I didn't buy the sugar for my wife or for my kids. I didn't buy the clothes, or didn't buy book or whatever. You just thinking, oh, I forgot to supply the gas for my car. So you cannot control it, right? Why? Because you cannot control your breathing. You cannot control your breathing. For our school, there's a guru in India. They supply one method to control it. And his guru supply the other one. So the guru and student get conflict by this method. Then they go to the higher level of guru. He said, both of you is perfect. So one supply method is you should control your breathing, then you should control your mind. And his guru said, no, you should follow my teaching, that you should control your mind, then you control your breathing. Actually, both of them is perfect, it's good. But I following that one, I should control the breathing first and then control the mind, because breathing is more easier to control, right? Breathing like the house, the mind like the guy on the house. But if you just try to control your mind, it's very hard. Yeah, at least for me, it's very hard. But for the breathing, it's very easy to control. Yeah, you just sit down, or lie down, or stand there, or walking. You keep your mouth closed. This first one, right? Then when you open it, you are chanting. Don't see the gossip. Don't see the dirty word. Don't see whatever to pollute your mouth. Keep that clean. And then when you open it, you just chanting, whatever it is. You can chanting for Manjushri, Aravajanad, short one or long one. This morning I'm chanting the long one. Or you can chant the Avalokiteshvara, Om Mani Padme Hum. Or you just chanting Buddha or Amitabha. Or if you believe in Jesus Christ, you're chanting the Jesus Christ name and sing that name, the same. Because I also believe in Jesus Christ is the Bodhisattva, Arahant, very high level divine beings. Yeah, I think it works. You're chanting the name of him. When you chanting, you just control your breathing, right? We can do some exercise. See, when you breathing and hold for a little bit, and when you cannot control it, just let it go automatically. When you're chanting the Om, there's no only man movement. It's just empty. It's just pure. Yeah, just pure. This Om. And up. You can feel this body button, can feel a little bit warm. For the beginner, maybe it's some kind of warm. For me, it's a hot, it's fire. You catch the fire, you hold it. And then the third one. So it's home. When you're chanting home, hold your body already merged, and it just transfer the blue like a flame. No more the fire itself. It's a flame. Is that right, flame? Yeah, outside the fire, flame. But it's actually the flame is a light. So you realize the dark blue, first the blue, and dark blue flame, light, just coming out of your spine. The back of body button, the back of heart, the back of neck, until the crown. So you just out of this. You just beyond this human body, this prison, this garbage, just beyond this, and go to the high level. So you hold this. After Om, Ah, Hum, you hold this. Keep this state as long as you can. This is good meditation. Yeah, you can go home and try. I'll even stay at temple to try. Yeah, this is our method. This is our method of meditation. When you do this, maybe it can keep 1 or 2 minutes. It's perfect. Or further practice, you can hold 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's okay. It's perfect. You don't need to try yourself to get half an hour, a whole day, or several days. Didn't move or didn't. No, you don't need to do that. You just try to start from now. Then you can catch on this slowly and slowly. Because even a tenth second, when you merge yourself into the Dharma hood, when you pass away, this tiny second can save you to merge into the Dharma hood permanently. So it doesn't matter you take meditation so long. The quality and the quantity is different one. So you should try to get this feeling and merge this even for 1 minute is enough. So catch up this feeling. It's so important. Yeah. That's a powerful mantra. That's a powerful mantra. For ordinary person, it's enough. For ordinary person, it's enough. But for us, for a teacher, it's not enough. For a student, it's good enough. You just keep yourself daily practice like this one. Maybe half an hour, you try to chanting something, you do the meditation, and you get 1 or 2 seconds or 1 or 2 minutes to catch up this idea. This is good enough. For us, as a teacher, it's not enough. So we should use more power. It's a third one is a mantra power. Mantra. There's a lot of mantra. There's a lot of mantra to do this. To do this everything. Yeah. Lots of mantra. When I do fire puja, I do a lot of mantra. What's a mantra power? Mantra power is like some method to transfer the outside words. Because as a teacher, we not just to do for ourselves. We should do it for this temple and do all the students who come in, right? We try to help to heal the sickness, try to help to clean some stress, try to help to do something to increase some fortune for the student or good luck for the student. So we should do this mantra. When you do the mantra belongs to some deities or some purpose of deities. When you do it, there's a coherence between you, the guy who do the mantra, and that deities or angels. We can get it because we think the mantra is like, I don't know how to say, it's like a televisions, those one. When you do it, there must have some coherence. It's the higher level one. Yeah. So we do the mantra always. And the third one. The first one is when you do the mantra, at the same time you have meditation, visualization. You have mantra and you have mudra, right? When you do the mudra, When you do the mudra, yeah, there's something happen. Yeah, I can give you the whole one. No, they should not refer to somebody. It's like a tongue happen. Boom, to cover this. Yes. When you play the mudra, you can feel it. I don't know you guys can feel it or not, but I can feel it. Yeah. So there's some cold hands. And when you do the mudra, you're chanting and visualize. Then by side, you should offer something. Whatever it is, the fruit, the flowers, the light, the batter, the incense, some water. When you offer this to deities, to your angels, to your gods, you transfer it. Because those offering actually is nothing for the gods, for the deities, for the angels. The offering is for ourselves, even for the light, the incense. When you offer this, the main purpose is to increase our own merit. And then, by the way, this merit, this offering will clean our self's karma, because we use this power, the above three powers, to melting down this offering. We merge them, we merge the offering and our own karma together. And by this way, we pray the blessings from Buddha, from angels, from Dakini, Bodhisattvas, to get this offering, to give us blessing. And this giving, by the way, will clean ourselves. So that's why the smoke puja, the water puja, and the fire puja is so powerful. Just because of this. In the fire, we invite the Buddha coming down. We invite the angels coming down this. We offer all the herbs, the food, flowers to the fire. At the same time, this offering just bring out the bad karma out of our human body and burn it and transfer it into Amita. So that's why we should use the four powers together. Meditation, chanting, mudra, and offering. Moving them down. Then we can get the two practice together. One is to offering to Buddha, to the God, to the angel, and then we will clean ourselves. And by this cleaning, we just donate those karma to those lower beings, lower beings. Why? Because actually we can get some conclusion for the Dharma practice. One is to offer to the higher one. One is to donate to a lower one. To offer to higher one, to divine beings, to Jesus Christ, to Buddha, to angels. Why? Because they are higher. They have vision. They have compassion for us. So they can save us. At the same time, we donate the food to the animals. We donate the food, not ordinary food. We should transfer them to those beings, to the ghosts, that is. Why? Because we believing we have some bad karma, right? That's why we get this human body. Otherwise, maybe we get the light body of God. Because of our human body, this is a reflection of our bad karma in the previous life. We cannot damn it, right? We have to face it, accept it. Like we borrow some guy's money, we didn't repay it. So they sue us to the judge, we got in prison. And this is a prison. Now we're in the prison. So that means we own somebody's money. right? It's theory. So that means, as our human, we own something to the animals or to the gods, to the ghosts or some demons like this. So we should donate something, especially the food and others, some merit. So we don't forget it. So that's why, especially at the night or at some specific season for whole year, we should do this. When we do this, we clear the karma. Because the karma means there's something involved with somebody else, or some animal else, or some ghost else. Right? We cannot just, okay, I get clean, so I go up. Actually, it's impossible. You should pay back all the debit. How? Just do this donate. So it's very important. We can get balanced. We offer to the Buddha, to the angels, to the Jesus. So we get merit. We donate to the loyal one, to the animals, to the ghost. We clear the bad karma. We clear the debit of all. Then we get free. When we get free, we get saved. Actually, this is the reason. This is the teaching himself. Very simple, but very hard to practice. The truth is always very simple. Yeah. So simple that you always easy to ignore it. Right? Just 2 words. Offer to the higher one and donate to lower one. But you cannot practice. Maybe you can practice several days, several weeks, several years, but you cannot practice whole life or even several generations, several incarnations. So that's why we still live in this human body. Yeah. Why the Jesus Christ is a divine being? Because he do it very well. Yeah. He offered to their, you call God, or you call the guru, something like this. And they donate everything he want to the poor, to the animal, to the sickness, like this. So he can get. Yeah. I'm not expert for the Christian church, the teaching, but I know it's the truth. Yeah, it's the divine beings. I believe in, yeah, he is the Bodhisattva and big Arahant, divine beings. Yeah, truly. So this is a teaching. And this is the truth. Actually, when you do this, you will find out, finally you catch up the emptiness, because you don't need to own anything. What things you own? Actually, we cannot own anything. What we own is just karma. When we pass away, your luxury house, your luxury car, your beautiful wife, your beautiful daughter, just gone. But something you hang on is your karma. Unfortunately, we cannot give up the karma. So we should, in this life, we should do this. Yeah, keep some good one and leave some bad one. It's very simple conclusion for the truth, but that's so simple that everybody just ignore it and cannot practice it. And I think all the religions just call this truth to his students. Yeah, maybe we get different hairstyle, get different color of clothes, they speak different languages, but the truth is the truth. It's the same. Yeah. I think that teaching is for mandatory, so we call Prajna Paramita. Actually, for the Chinese teaching, there's 6 Prajna Paramita. 6. That means stop doing bad karma, do donation, do offering. Yeah, we should always clean ourselves, the body and mind. So this, there are 6 Prajna Paramita. We call 6 vehicles to the Beyond Bank. The Beyond Bank is the Buddhahood. And this bank is our human life. And the other bank, The other side of river is the Buddhahood. So Paramita means go there. 这就是哈 Sutra's meaning. Gadi, Gadi, Paragadi, Parasangadi, Buddhi Soha. Right? The Buddhists, I think, always chanting. Yeah, someone chanting each day Ha Sutra. Gadi, Gadi is go there, go there, go there, go to forward until you meet the Buddha. You mark into the Buddhahood. Yeah. And this mantra, our Tibetan Buddhism, believing this mantra belongs to the Mother Buddha Paramita. The Mother Buddha Paramita is that sutra. The mantra hold as the left hand. Yeah. We, how to say, individualized, right? Is that word right? Individualized this as a human, as a god, as a lady god, a goddess, yeah, goddess. We call Buddha Mother of Paramita. So actually, this is the name of Ha Sutra. Ha Sutra, the full name is not Ha Sutra. Ha Sutra means, the full name is the Sutra of Buddha Mother Paramita. It's a long one, concluding as a mantra. Gadi, Gadi, Paragadi, Parasangadi, Buddhi Soha. Yeah. And that mantra is the key to this whole tantra. Actually, that mantra is the key to the Ha Sutra. And Ha Sutra is the key to this long tantra. Yeah. So this is the teaching from Buddhism. As a child, we read a lot of books. It's wow, so heavy. Then when we grow up, when we get older, it's that conclusion as a mantra. That is Paramita. Gadi, Gadi, Paragadi, Parasangadi, Buddhi Soha. Yeah. So truth is so simple. Actually, truth is very, very simple, but very hard to practice. What we need to do is just always remind ourselves to practice. To practice. Our reading, go everywhere to get empowerment, to get everywhere to get a blessing from high rank Lama, high rank monk. It's good, but it's not enough. Those processes just let you cure all the doubt on the Dharma. When you build up your believing, you should practice. Actually, you should know the truth is so simple. You just practice. Yeah. That's the teaching for the day. It's a little bit long, so I didn't give you the Chinese one. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's deduct the merit for today. And the next Sunday is a Buddha birthday. Yeah. Next Wednesday is a Manjushri's birthday. Next Sunday is Buddha's birthday.